Hey man, what's up? How's it going? I'm just see.
Oh no, that guy saw you drag a body. No witnesses! No witnesses, Josh!
This is a trash bag, not a person. It's a trash bag that is shaped exactly like a rich dude that I'm just going to drop.
It's
I gotta
your
find a good
inflatable
thing to
man
drop him
doll.
all the way down to the. Yeah.
So, this is not going to fool a coroner.
Yeah!
Really
No!
cool.
Damn it, he landed on that roof. I gotta go finish the job. So, if you could just not tell anyone about that, that'd be cool. No.
You got credit.
Josh, the quest is completed. Yeah, the quest is completed.
No, we gotta...
What
There we
did
go.
you-
Alright. Now we go back to,
You wrote the body down? Unsuspicious,
Now
yeah,
we
it's
go
smooth,
back.
Josh. You truly are a master of the clandestine.
Or wait, the other thing's here too, isn't it?
What other thing? What are you talking about?
Are you still dragging that body?
No.
I think you are, Josh. Either that or... Oh, yeah, see, look, there, Josh. Josh, put the body down. Put down the body, please.
This guy fell to his death here, okay guys? This guy fell from the sky and landed here and died.
I would like all of you to observe how there is no trace of tranquilizers in his system.
Exactly.
What if you're screaming, "This man needs medical attention, someone help me"?
Oh my god, it actually said... it actually flipped out and said, "Kill Chan."
Oops, this was supposed to look like an accident. Unfortunately, no autopsy report will ignore the damage Chan sustained.
But he's dead! What the fuck?
Yeah,
I
really
don't know.
don't know.
Apparently the game did not take into account the idea of a player dragging Chan's body into the street.
Or maybe it did, and it's like, the autopsy guy is like, "This man was killed and then dragged half a mile through the streets of Shanghai." Or Hancock. That is not an accident.
He accidentally fell and then slid for a half mile horizontally.
We're putting together a hypothesis, which is that A, it was an accident, and B, that gravity suffered a localized shift for about half an hour, so that his body smacked into the pavement and then slid across town on his nose into traffic. Into non-existent traffic.
So, this building has been locked down by Bell Tower, because I guess... I don't remember what the story they were saying. I guess it's like, oh, there's been a murder. People got killed.
Right.
So you
something.
locked
So
down
to
an
get
entire
inside the building, so to get inside the building, you first need to join the Bell Tower Guard. Then you need to kill the chieftain of the Orc tribe after you shut down the flow of drugs to the city. Then you need to kill a bunch of saboteurs from the local... Oh, wait, hold on, I'm thinking of something else. Baldur's Gate? What game was that?
Shut up.
I think it was
We don't
Knights
talk
of the
about that
Republic.
game. We don't talk about that game
No, it
here.
was Planescape Torment.
Yeah! Planescape Torment, I was just about to say.
That was the one.
Okay. Man, that game 8.
Bell Tower? They're the police in Lower Hengshaw, Jensen.
I don't know why that game got all that good press. I mean, with quests like that.
Anything until I get inside that penthouse.
So angry.
Yeah, and the tiefling
Actually-
follower you could get in the game was really annoying.
This is one of the few parts of the conspiracy that actually make some degree of sense, because Bell Tower is inherently in the palm of the people who are behind the conspiracy, and the fact that they're locking down the entire building to find the hacker and then subsequently go to the hotel where he is and lock that place down too, actually kind of makes sense.
Yeah, I thought it made sense because, I mean, there's like even emails from Bell Tower on the guy's PC. Huh. I just realized something. You can't use the Typhoon in an elevator. Okay, so...
Why did you find this out?
Well, the thing was grayed out. No, I didn't try to use the Typhoon on an unoccupied
Okay.
elevator. Just to clarify here, that was not what happened.
So
Hey,
when I
look.
did this, stealth-wise, I actually tried not to knock anyone out because I figured that eventually patrolling guards would find
See,
me.
I did that too. Like I did like when I was playing my stealth Jensen, I was role playing him as a literal ghost. Like got into places, found stuff out, and left. And most of the time, you wouldn't even be able to tell that anyone was there at all. So I pretty much avoided combat for 90% of the game.
Right. The thing is, I don't actually think it matters. The patrol routes are more constrained than you'd think, considering they own the whole building. I don't know.
Looks like we need to pick up the move and throw heavy objects. Oh, I got
Love
an
that.
idea now. I need to borrow your fridge.
Wait, what? This isn't what you were going to do, Josh. What? But you know you need to get into the vent. So why the why? What?
He's gonna throw it at a
Gotta
guard's
build
head.
a fort. A fortress that the guards cannot penetrate.
I like how this AUG somehow gives you enough weight so that you can counterbalance that refrigerator you're carrying without falling onto your face.
That's actually a really amusing image.
Parading around with a fridge out in front of you, it's like, wait a minute, how does that work?
Guard
so
4,
there
do
are
you see
3
anything?
guys in this building,
You'd also have to keep your back from
and
snapping.
apparently they don't notice when I shoot the guy that's standing over there, which I always felt odd. Like that's something I remember about doing this is that I can hit
Yeah.
that guy and they don't even realize what happened.
Well, they don't like him.
Turn
He's
around,
the
damn
one they always pick on.
it. There we go. That's better.
I'm just waiting because this is like a 20-second delay on the stream, children. So whenever this happens, like where Josh is sneaking around, I just wait for like while I'm watching him just sort of calmly take guys out, for him to suddenly yell, "Oh God damn it!" And then like 20 seconds later, I'll find out how he managed to screw it up.
Yeah.
Dude! What did that do?
What?
That opens the
believe
secret
that
room
just-
in the closet.
Oh, I never knew that. Which closet?
Probably.
Not that one.
Yeah, not that closet.
Not the
It's
bathroom.
back behind
mean?
you, to the left, There, no,
Here.
maybe.
Yeah. Okay. So pro tip: giving directions to Josh rarely a winning
Is
strategy.
impossible.
Because we're on a 20-second delay.
And because Josh has the brain of a lizard. Not a smart lizard, like a really
No, I
stupid-
upgraded it with augments, remember? I have the brain of a newt. Wait a minute.
She turned me into a newt.
Suddenly I feel like that was not the best invention. What? I can hear... Is it this?
Just
Oh.
go back through the...
Oh, it opens the door to the... So you're saying that they investigated this apartment and then they determined that they needed to put C4 on the wall to blow a hole into it.
So that really
crap.
doesn't
Yes.
exist to make things easier for you. That actually just exists to make you feel smarter than the people who blew the wall open.
I never
Which is
knew about
actually
that
pretty
before
cool.
now.
I like that. That's a good touch. So there's a Forever Alone face on one of those post-its. I just thought I'd point that out.
Yes, I was going to show that after I hacked this.
I really hope rage faces are still around, man. They're a culturally significant medium. I can say that with a straight face over here.
Yeah, I'm having trouble thinking
Access
about
granted.
internet memes like 20 years from now. I mean, internet memes get
It'll be
ancient,
all about
like 5
Zero
years
Wing
later.
again.
Well, the difference is that rage faces aren't really... Rage faces are actually distinct from most internet memes, in that they're not really sort of like an in-joke that people get tired of. They're, in some ways, a means of expression. They're kind of like
I said the same
emoticons.
thing about hamster dance.
Really? You've
Hamster
communicated
dance is a
successfully via
lifestyle.
The hacker who's been attacking us goes by the handle Windmill.
Forever
Name's Oliver
alone.
Rugen. Bell Tower's
What are some other
American
aspects of the
style
hamster dance
phone
lifestyle?
number.
Arrest or get
Rachel.
rid of.
Either way, he found out someone was gunning for him and took off.
Buy broccoli
need to
and
find him.
lube.
There's a nightclub near where I dropped you called the Hive.
There's a lot of
See,
noise
toys
with that on there.
If this Dutchman is running, his first stop will
Broccoli
be there.
lube.
I'll have a
Huh?
chat with the owner.
I can't... I can think of a way those would go together. I really don't want
I'm
to.
sure you can, Rutskarn. I have no problem whatsoever with the idea that you can figure out how those would go together.
You just really wouldn't want to eat that broccoli afterwards.
Oh.
I think it's an
Crap.
ego thing. Like, you know how your parents tell you, like, when you eat broccoli, to get you to eat broccoli, they say, pretend you're a giant and that you're eating trees. I think it operates on the same principle. Just gotta leave that out there.
I just want these
Hello?
guys to embrace.
Josh, that was 15 seconds before he said, huh, must have been my imagination.
Okay.
Just when I see two guys facing each other, I realize they were supposed to be having a conversation, but that's kind of a weird distance for two men to be having a conversation at. That close. And I just want to believe that they were. I just want to believe that they were actually having a moment.
Canon.
Oh yes, the
I ship Bell Tower A and Bell Tower D.
and here we go, the Praxis kit. I assume that's what you're going after. This
I actually
weird
forgot there was a Praxis kid here. I just wanted to jump
Yeah.
down.
This weird Praxis kit at the bottom of the huge elevator shaft with nothing else at the bottom.
This is also the second way into this place. There's a vent here
the one
that
I-
leads to a broken wall.
Yeah, those actually, this exit point I didn't even find this time. I think I was going through
So-
for an
Figured you might
unrelated
want a heads
reason
up
later,
before you stroll
and I
into the
found
hive.
the other way in.
The owner's name is Tong Si.
Apparently you
Tong
can
his last
shoot
name.
these, so
Rumor
I'm
is
just
he's
gonna
tied to the triads.
break my
Those
way out
organized
here.
Crime lords. How wonderful. Anyone else want a piece of this pie?
You're kidding. This is going to work.
I've heard that
Tunnel
apparently.
your way, tunnel your way out of Rapture, Josh. Try using the assault rifle instead.
Do I have one?
This is ridiculous.
Oh, I do.
You
And
picked one
everybody's
up a while ago.
alarmed.
Oh,
On the other
wait,
side of the wall, do you hear somebody tunneling to freedom with a small firearm on a tile wall?
Hmm.
Uh,
Okay, here's.
Josh,
Here's
I
the
think
other
you may have been
option.
fed a fit.
There we go.
And nobody will know we're coming.
Freedom. What?
Ghost.
You're kidding. Blow up a wall. It's like he was never there, man.
Poltergeist is also a kind of ghost.
A demolitionist
So speaking-
ghost.
Speaking
Man,
of praxis
calm down,
points,
you guys. You haven't seen anyone run through a place after having blown holes in walls? Is this place open yet? No. Damn it.
What were you saying, Chris?
Oh, I was just gonna say, speaking of praxis points, does anyone else think the recent trend of games with RPG mechanics to give you access to all abilities throughout a single playthrough is a little weird?
Yeah, it does sort of kill replay value for me. And it sort of makes it feel like your choices matter less because I'll eventually get them all.
I think the biggest problem with this game's leveling up is that there's literally nothing to get if you're just going to focus on guns. Why does it still say I need to kill Chan? He's dead!
See, that was the problem. It was saying that you needed to kill him. I think because that first fall wasn't lethal, I think you just need to go and shoot him in the head.
But he's dead! I checked!
He's not dead.
No, it had
Oh,
a
you mean
skull next to him when I looted him!
Weird.
Huh.
Let's go see what May has to say about this. I killed him, but it turns out that he's a zombie.
Yeah, so I guess what we got here is a case of Schrödinger's Pimp. I still get
save
paid,
this.
right?
Has Chan been taken care of?
He's dead. They'll think it's a suicide. Just leave it at that.
I'm glad
Yep.
to hear that.
Nobody
Not something I wish to treat
picked
lightly.
up his body and
But
dragged
he's-
him through the street
bring
or
me-
anything like that. That would be ridiculous.
Just glad I could help.
You saved us, Mr. Jensen.
I saved you.
Money does not feel like enough thanks
Ben
for
threw
what
himself
you've done.
headfirst off of
But
a
here's the payment
4-story
promised.
building after
hope
punching
you will be
himself in the jaw with a
satisfied.
metal fist and then dragged his body around on the asphalt.
You have saved the council.
Suicide!
But all
Crawled
the
around on his face
from a
and
fake
finally
point.
died in front of the nightclub with no witnesses.
Man, this is like the dancer back in Detroit who blew up a experimental typhoon device 3 feet from himself and then shot all the cops who came to investigate his corpse.
And then tripped and died.
But the cops have been trying to investigate, but there's a situation where all of them punched themselves unconscious inside their office and then stole their guns and money.
So I think it's important to point out that aside from a brief mention with our conversation with David Seraph, Megan has had no point at all in any of this.
No.
Yeah.
Important thing to remember is that the game seems to have forgotten her.
Got a membership card. I can't let you in.
Which would be
You tell me
okay,
I gotta pay to
but
get into this
they
dive.
bring her back later, and it's supposed to be a moment, and it's not
let just
a
anyone
moment.
get in
It's
here.
nothing. We don't
It's
care.
one of those
you
moments
can-
where you go, wait a minute, who are you?
You want in or not?
1,000 credits. So there's a back way in, but I want to try to make my
Come
own
back
way
and see
here.
if you change your mind.
You can go your own way.
Oh, I can't wait to find out your way in and how many people it kills. Oh, this is gonna be bad.
I can think of at least one off the top of my head, and his name is spelled Josh.
Are you kidding? That worked? You just clock him in the face and walk in?
Wait a minute. JOSH
Yes.
is not an Asian name.
And it works.
Josh? Yeah, no, it's not.
Nice. Those costumes
Man, you
are-
guys got some really good bouncers
Sure,
here.
see what I am.
Compliments.
They mostly make knockoffs.
That is crazy. I can't believe punching out the doorman in front of everybody and then just walking in
You got a
is a
favorite
valid
poison?
way of getting in. That's crazy. bananas.
Yeah.
The Golden Phoenix.
That
Slate.
doorman's not gonna get up
A man
anytime
of
soon,
taste,
huh?
are we? Excellent choice. There you go.
Nope, he's gonna be knocked
What
out
can I
for the
get you?
rest of the game.
Give me a Shanghai gut punch.
Give
Talking
me
about
all
a
of
drink,
it.
right?
Everything.
You got
Gut-
a
If you order a
favorite
gut
poison?
punch, yes.
I'll try the Slumdog.
On a budget, big player?
What do you mean
Oh,
on a
you told me
budget? I
not
just
to-
bought your
But the taste
your
is
other
even
two
worse.
drinks that are more
Enjoy.
expensive than the. Oh. Drop the Slumdog at my feet.
You ever do that? Some guy like hands you a beer, but your pockets are full, so you just drop it. You don't drop it. You just lower it right
Look
to the
at it, it's
floor.
right here. It's not spilling out. And now it's up here.
Oh, that is so goofy.
This is my week of, and you were worried that Josh was going to go back to being a Paragon player.
Didn't we grenade a bunch of people last week?
Yeah, but they were bad guys.
Okay. I'm looking at my timer here and it appears to be time for the clock, so I'm gonna go do that. Later, guys.
See a Ruts card. What? Why is
Wait,
everybody
what?
so upset?
Josh, what?
He typhooned the club.
Huh.
You guys are like, oh, I don't know what the Typhoon is. I never used it in my playthrough. Now you know why I am a much better person than you guys are.